Have you ever thought about the lessons you should learn before it's too late? Imagine going through life navigating each day only to look back and wish you had known certain things sooner. Today we're exploring a philosophy rooted in ancient Greece, yet strikingly relevant to our modern lives. This philosophy, Stoicism, offers a unique perspective and a set of lessons that can guide us through life's ups and downs. Men in particular can benefit immensely from these teachings. Why, you ask? Because Stoicism teaches us to embrace challenges, to remain calm under pressure, and to understand what is within our control and what is not. These are not just lessons, they are tools for resilience, for mental fortitude, and for personal growth. The urgency to learn these lessons can't be overstated. Every moment that passes is a moment we can't reclaim. So without further ado, let's delve into these lessons. Remember, time is the one thing we can't get back, so let's dive into these lessons now. Lesson 1. Acceptance of reality, an essential part of Stoicism. This means recognizing the world as it is, not as we wish it to be. It's a call to acknowledge the truth, even when it's uncomfortable or unpleasant. Picture a man who's lost his job. He may wish it weren't so, but denying the fact won't bring his job back. It only prolongs his suffering, blinds him to new opportunities. Now let's imagine another scenario. A woman is in a toxic relationship. She can dream of her partner changing, but if this is far from the truth, it only leads to more pain. Accepting reality in this case could mean recognizing the need to walk away. You see, acceptance isn't about resignation. It's about acknowledging what is so that we can make informed decisions about what should be. In accepting reality, we find peace and clarity, freeing ourselves from the chains of denial and illusion. Lesson 2 is about control. Control what you can, ignore what you can't. In the realm of Stoicism, there's a clear distinction between matters within our control and those that aren't. Stoics advocate focusing energy on the former and disregarding the latter. Imagine the peace that comes with letting go of all the things beyond your reach. It's like standing in the eye of a storm, calm and centered, while chaos swirls around you. You can't control the storm, but you can control your response to it. This principle isn't just about weathering life's storms, though. It's about recognizing that some things, like other people's opinions or global events, are beyond your control. The Stoic perspective encourages us to invest our energy into things we can change: our actions, our reactions, our mindset. This approach not only alleviates stress, but also fosters better mental health. Remember, focusing on what's beyond your control is a waste of energy and time. Lesson 3. Embrace change. The Stoic philosophy advocates for the acceptance of change as an inherent and inevitable part of life. Change is the universal law that governs our existence. It's as natural as the rising sun and as certain as the flow of rivers towards the ocean. When we resist change, we're essentially fighting against the natural order of things, causing ourselves unnecessary stress and turmoil. On the other hand, embracing change allows us to adapt, to grow, and to evolve. It becomes an opportunity for learning, for personal development, and for the discovery of new perspectives. Rather than seeing change as a threat, we should view it as a companion on our journey, guiding us towards uncharted territories and novel experiences. As Stoics, we must remember that our strength lies in our ability to adapt and thrive amidst the ever-changing landscape of life. Change is the only constant in life, and embracing it is the key to resilience. Lesson 4. Practice gratitude. Stoicism invites us to appreciate what we have, rather than yearn for what we don't. It's about finding contentment in the present moment, acknowledging the simple pleasures and privileges we often take for granted. This practice can lead to a more positive outlook on life, fostering a sense of peace and satisfaction. The benefits of gratitude stretch beyond mere contentment. When we actively appreciate what's in our lives, we cultivate a healthier mental state. Gratitude reduces stress, boosts resilience, and enhances our overall well-being. It allows us to focus on the good, pushing out negative thoughts and feelings. Moreover, practicing gratitude can shift our perspective, making us realize that we are indeed fortunate in many ways, and that's a powerful realization. So take a moment each day to reflect on the things you're grateful for. It could be as simple as a warm cup of coffee in the morning or a good laugh with a friend. Gratitude is not just an attitude, but a practice that can significantly improve your life. Lesson 5. Live in the present. The philosophy of Stoicism places great emphasis on mindfulness, the art of being wholly present in the moment. It's like tuning into a radio frequency where all the static of past regrets and future anxieties fade away. You're left with the clear signal of now, the only moment that truly exists. Being present isn't about ignoring the past or future. It's about understanding that life unfolds in the present, and it's here where we have the power to shape our reality. When we're mindful, we become more focused, more aware of our actions and their consequences. This clarity can help reduce anxiety, as we're no longer fretting over what might happen or ruminating on what has passed. We're simply here in the now, fully engaged and alive. The present moment is all we truly have. Make the most of it. Lesson 6. Practice virtue. The cornerstone of Stoic philosophy is virtue. It's not just about being good for goodness sake, but about aligning our actions with our highest ideals. It's about striving for excellence in character and conduct and making decisions that reflect our core values. Virtue guides our actions, helping us navigate the complexities of life. It's the compass that keeps us on the right path, steering us away from petty squabbles, greed and selfishness towards compassion, honesty and integrity. Practicing virtue isn't always easy. It requires discipline, courage and perseverance. But the rewards are immense. A virtuous life is a fulfilling life, a meaningful life. It brings a sense of purpose, of accomplishment, and of inner peace that no material possessions can provide. Stoic philosophy teaches us that virtue is more than just a moral duty. It's a path to genuine happiness and fulfillment. So remember, virtue is its own reward. Practice it diligently. Scene script. Lesson 7, the final and perhaps most challenging, prepare for the worst. This statement might sound a bit grim, but let's take a moment to unpack it. The Stoics, wise as they were, advocated for a practice known as negative visualization. Now, this isn't about being a pessimist or expecting the worst at all times. It's about understanding the full spectrum of possibilities, including the less pleasant ones. Negative visualization is a mental exercise where we imagine scenarios that we usually shy away from. It could be losing a job, facing a health crisis, or even confronting our mortality. By visualizing these situations, we are not inviting them into our lives, but we are preparing ourselves to face them if they ever come to pass. This practice serves a dual purpose. First, it helps manage expectations. Life, as we all know, is not a bed of roses. It's a mix of good times and bad, of joy and sorrow. By being mentally prepared for the less pleasant times, we can navigate through them with a certain level of serenity and resilience. Second, it reduces the fear of negative outcomes. Fear often stems from the unknown, from uncharted territories. By familiarizing ourselves with these scenarios, we take away the power they have over us. We are no longer paralyzed by what might happen because we have already, in a way, lived through it. Now, it's important to balance this practice with a healthy dose of optimism and hope. Stoicism is not about resigning to a life of gloom. It's about being prepared, being resilient, and being able to adapt to whatever life throws at us. So as we conclude this lesson, remember to embrace the Stoic practice of negative visualization. Give it a try. Envision the challenges that might come your way, understand them, prepare for them. You might find that life becomes a little less daunting and a lot more manageable. Remember, preparing for the worst doesn't mean expecting it, but rather being ready for whatever comes your way. And there we have it, 7 Stoic lessons that every man should learn before it's too late. We began with the acceptance of reality, understanding that life isn't always fair, yet we must face it head on. Then we discussed controlling what's within our grasp and letting go of what's not. We dove into embracing change, knowing that it's the only constant in life. We explored the importance of practicing gratitude, acknowledging the good in our lives, big or small. We reiterated the need to live in the present, for it's the only moment we truly own. We highlighted the value of virtues and the role they play in shaping our character. Lastly, we prepared ourselves for the worst, because life, as we know, is unpredictable. These lessons encapsulate the essence of Stoicism, a philosophy designed for practical living. The power of Stoicism lies in its simplicity and practicality. Start today, because tomorrow is promised to no one.